Hey guys, Jamie Ivey here, host of the Happy Hour with Jamie Ivey podcast, and this is the Happy Hour Quarantine Edition, where my friends and publishers at B&H thought it'd be fun for me to interview some of my friends and see how are they handling quarantine? What's life been like? Today's a great episode. If you've missed the other ones, go back. We got Christine Kane, Christy Wright, Alina Pitts, Shelly Giglio, and now today on the show, Sadie Robertson Huff joins me, and we chat about what is life like for her as a newlywed during the coronavirus global pandemic stay-at-home orders quarantine. Her husband Christian's a senior, and so he's missing graduation. Just all of the things that are affecting so many people just like you. We chat about what that has been like for her. But before we get to the interview, things got a little bit crazy over here at the Ivey household the other day, and we had ourselves a quarantine Olympics. It was fun. It was messy. It was so much fun. We might have a quarantine Olympics every week during this quarantine. Here are the Olympics right here. All right, guys, this is our game for the Quarantine Olympics between the Ivey children. This is called Name That Cereal. We will then put some of the cereal on your plate. You will lean down, eat with your mouth, and you tell us what it is. You cannot take your blindfold off at all. On your mark, get set, go. Deacon.
Cinnamon Toast.
Deacon for the win. Get set, go. Story. Good job!
Wow.
Story! Are you ready?
Can I have some on my plate?
Yeah, clean your plate. On your mark, get set, go. Get set, go.
Frosted Flakes.
Wheaties. Okay, score check. Kaden has 1.
No.
Amos has 0. Deacon has 1. Story has 2.
Go.
Okay, Amos. The Fruit Loops.
Nope.
Oh, no, Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch.
Good job, good job.
Go. Deacon.
Frosted Flakes.
Good one.
Go. Story.
Oh my God.
Get set, go. Deacon.
Honey Cheerios.
No. Yeah, Kaden.
Lucky Charms.
Yes. Number 9. Go.
Kaden.
Honey Cheerios.
That was Kaden.
Kaden.
Honey Cheerios.
The captain.
Heads up.
All right.
Hands up, heads
On
up.
your mark, heads up. Get. No, you can't touch it. On your mark, get set, go! Sorry, it's
Beans.
Incorrect. Bean. Pinto bean.
Leftover beans.
Close.
Black beans. Beans. Black beans.
Nope.
Oh, wait.
Oh, this might be dogfish. Ranch
No.
style beans.
Ranch style
beans. I got it. That's disgusting.
That is so gross.
All right, and the winner is. Oh my gosh. It's.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. It's tied up, Kaden, Deacon, and Story.
Oh my gosh, we have a tie.
You excited?
So excited. I'm sure.
Hi.
Okay, this next game is called Balloon Peg Your Sibling, and we're going to see who can hit the most people with their balloons. You ready? That would not have been good.
That would have been funny.
Go.
Well, 3 siblings stand on each of the little
All right, 3 siblings can
colors.
stand up there.
So 3 over there, y'all 3. And then 1 sibling stands this one, or this one. Each one different points. 1 point, you stand here and throw it, boom, it's 5 points, 10 points. And then if you're really awesome like me, you can shoot from a tree and you get 20 points.
All right.
Oh!
He missed him.
Oh, that hurt.
If I was right off the edge.
No, that, okay, so you get a point per story. Do y'all think those should count? Because if they count for him, then they'll count for you.
Yes, they should count. They should count.
Who are you going for?
No for Amos. Actually, no, Story.
Story, okay.
Amos' shirt likes to bounce off my balloon.
Okay, here we go, 20 points.
It's not for me. I can read your lips because my bathing suit catches.
Oh. No.
He moved.
But it would have hit his face, remember?
Ow!
No!
Oh, I hate this part. I hate it. Face.
Are you good?
Nobody goes here.
Hey, are you good? Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay, this is 20 points. Hayden?
Oh, God.
Did it hit her?
No. It hit ground.
Amos, that was really good. All right, Deacon, you up? Oh yeah, 1. Oh my God! Kaden! Deacon! My bad! Wait! Kaden, are you okay?
You lost points.
That's 17.
This is for 20. You've hit Kaden every time.
I know. I think
He's a big target.
That hit her!
Oh, no, that hit her.
That hit her! Yeah!
That hit her.
It went like that.
No, we said it counts. We said it if it doesn't splash, it counts.
Deacon, jeez.
Oh, why?
I know. You're like...
Every time. I get
So 5 points. Good job.
I'll let it count.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can hit any of the kids. Okay, here's a trick. If you want to know something, I'm really not good at throwing things like this. Like I didn't play tennis. I didn't play softball. I don't think I can do this. Let's see.
That's what that was.
That's 1.
Oh, that was close.
He keeps moving.
I feel really good. I think I want to do more of this throw things at my kids game. Next game. Are y'all ready? We're going on to the next one. Let's do this.
So for this game, it's called balloon toss. We're gonna be tossing the balloon to a partner. Everybody's gonna go 3 times, and we're gonna see who can get the farthest apart without breaking the balloon.
Ready? Throw.
I can't see.
Amos, what does it feel like to drop the winning ball?
It was the sun's fault.
The sun's fault.
It was not my fault.
I got 2 points, and Amos and Deacon got
recording.
1 point. Okay, y'all, find a new partner.
Yeah!
How did I miss that? What happened?
He just dropped it.
Wait, what's that back?
Oh, man.
Tied again. The same people who won the cereal stuff. Kaden, Deacon, and Story. Are you kidding? Get out of me!
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Not so close. Oh my gosh. Oh, you got mom wet. I've lost all control over the children. And now I'm hiding. Deacon.
Yeah.
This is the largest tarp I've ever seen in my entire life.
Not that big. It's all right. No, do. Oh, that's not
Oh my gosh. Okay, I want you to explain this game.
We are doing the slip and slide solo.
Story, what is your strategy?
Put soap all over my clothes.
Okay. Slip and slide, solo, biggest tarp ever. Let's do this. Please no one get hurt. I cannot go to the emergency room for 2 reasons. 1, I don't want to go to the emergency room, and 2, I ordered pizza and I want to go pick it up. Kaden is the winner! Go! Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, you're all scratched up.
Oh, man.
Okay, y'all get ready. Oh my gosh, I don't think I was recording. I promise.
Do it again.
I wasn't recording.
I won.
Kaden won. Okay, this is the duo. They have partners. They gotta push them. The first person to get down here wins.
Turn around, and then let's get a third.
Oh my god. Oh my word.
Second place.
We've tallied up all the points earned, all of the balloon tosses done, all the slip and slides, and I have the winner. Are we ready? Drum roll, please. The winners are Caden and Deacon. Come up here, guys.
A tie for first place.
We have a tie for
A tie for first place.
You guys both tied. Do either one of you think that you should be declared the winner?
No.
Yeah.
I knew that Deacon would say yes.
Mm-hmm.
Deacon, you don't like to lose, do you? You could care less, right?
Did I win?
You tied.
Oh, I tied. Okay.
Congrats, guys.
Okay, congrats. You guys
Woo,
both
winner,
have
winner.
a box of Frosted Flakes to
Yes.
share.
Wow.
Yay!
All mine.
All right, okay.
That concludes Quarantine Olympics with the Ivy.
Hey, Sadie, welcome to, what are we calling this? Happy Hour Quarantine Edition, something like that? Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thanks for giving me something to do on quarantine. This is awesome.
Okay, so where are you quarantined? Are you in Monroe or are you in Alabama?
Yes, I'm in Monroe. So
Okay.
currently, well, we were living in Auburn, and that was like the plan because Christian was in college. And then everything got canceled with his school. His graduation got canceled. And so then we were like, okay, well, we'll just start an early move back to Louisiana because we were already going to come here after. So we just moved half of our stuff here for the time being. And it's been, I mean, it's nice because nobody here is sick. So we're very thankful. And it's been fun to spend time with the family. But this is a crazy time, isn't it?
It's very crazy. I did not realize he was about to graduate. I think I knew that, but then just hadn't thought about it. And so, we're hearing that a lot about people who are missing graduation, high school, college, athletes who are missing their last season. I mean, so many things. And we can all say, this is what I feel like I have to preface this all the time. We can all say that not walking across the stage for your graduation is not the worst thing that will ever happen to you in your life.
Yeah.
But I think we can all hold space for each other to be sad about what we're sad about, you know?
So
Everybody is dealing with that sadness.
Yeah, I mean, everybody is facing some type of disappointment, and there's some like weird like piece that comes with the fact that, you know, everybody's going through it. You know, it's kind of like I tell people when they move to like a new place or go to college, I'm like, okay, yes, it's scary, but everybody's in the same place as you in college. Like everybody's a freshman, everybody's starting. It's like the same thing now. It's like, yes, it's canceled and it's really sad, but like the whole world is canceled, you know? Mm-hmm. And so you're kind of just like have to just be strong and just say, okay, well, like maybe God's timing, it'll happen another time. And if not, then like you said, even though it's sad, it's not the end of the world. But like in our house, my 3 siblings, younger siblings, are all graduating high school this year, and Christian's graduating college. So we're just gonna make a stage in our backyard and let them all walk with gowns that we have from previous graduations.
Okay, the Robertson family totally would do that. And there's enough of y'all that it'd be like, we're gonna fill up the whole backyard with the graduation.
Baby. Yeah.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Well, you know, I was thinking this morning when I was thinking about chatting with you is when my husband Aaron and I got married, 3 months later, 9/11 happened.
Wow.
And we had honeymooned in New York City. And so although our lives were not directly impacted by 9/11 by any means, it was just this first like marriage thing that happened where this feels a little crazy, but now I have you and you make me feel safe, all the things. How is it with you and Christian? And like, I mean, you've been married, what, 6 months? And now the whole world is in a pandemic?
Not even 6 months. So it was definitely super crazy. Everybody's like, how is it for newlyweds going through this? And I mean, it's weird. It definitely makes you like cling to that person even more. And because you have to, because you're with them literally 24/7. And so I feel like we've gotten to know each other so much more than we would have any other time in our whole life, because like we're going through something that's kind of like that's scary, that's unknown. Everything's canceled on both of our calendars, so we're spending every second together, and there is a real beauty to that, because I do think, like you said, you kind of find your safe place in that person. I mean, Christian and I had already been traveling so much before this whole thing happened. And so we're like, okay, wherever we are, home is, because we don't really know where home is right now. But now, like, for real, like, wherever we are, it has to be home, and it has to be like, you have to find contentment in that. And so we've had like the funniest little arguments and stuff, but it's honestly grown our relationship so much. It is weird though to get married and jump right into this.
Oh, I mean, you guys, you got married and then you jumped right into your normal life, which is, like you said, traveling a lot, and wherever we are is where home is. And now you're together 24/7, which I look back, we're together 24/7 now too, but like I have my office, I'm in my office, Aaron has his office, and the children are like, I don't know what they're doing. They're supposed to be doing school, whatever, you know? And so we're all trying to figure this out so much. How has it been spending all of this new, I know you love it, but it was not, you didn't know this was coming, all of this time again with your family after now you're married. So it's like married Sadie is home with everybody.
You know what? I'm going to be honest, because I think this could help a lot of people, because I opened up to my friend group about it the other day, and like 3 people were like, oh my gosh, I've been feeling the same way. So I had this breakthrough moment recently, like 2 days ago, and I've been feeling really good since, but I like did not feel like myself. Like, I think it was because like we got married, which is like obviously a change in itself. I moved to Auburn. I didn't know anybody. So that was like another change. We hadn't been home in a while just because we've been traveling so much. We had like so many work things. I can't even tell you how much we were traveling. I mean, it was ridiculous. And because we were going from like place to place to place, it was like, you know, whenever you're not around your people, you kind of just don't feel like you're fully yourself. It's like you're like the quiet one in their group when you're normally like the one that would talk, or you're like a little bit intimidated. And so this had just been going on for so long, and I was having to kind of act older than I was and all that stuff. And I was like, I just don't feel like myself. Like, I don't feel like I'm really like being as fun or being as free or whatever. And I just got really insecure. And like when we came back here, I told Christian, I was like, I haven't been feeling myself, and I want to like find that again. And I know I'm going to find that when I have time to just rest and like be with God, remind myself of who He is, remind myself of who I am, just at my home, you know? And I never expected it was going to happen like this, but through this, like I have truly felt like I had this breakthrough moment of like just finding like who I really am again, without like travel, without like speaking places, without people talking or having to walk in a new room and not know anybody, or having to walk in a room and act like I am older than I am or whatever. And it has been so freeing. And I feel like in this time learning that, I'm definitely going to take it with me out of this time of just like being super authentic to myself, no matter what circle I'm in, you know? And it's not that I wasn't trying to be somebody I wasn't. I would just get really like intimidated. But in that intimidation, I felt like I started to lose like just the confidence in who I was as a person, which is kind of ironic because it's everything I talk about. But
I think we talk about things that we're having to deal with.
Oh, for sure, all the time. And so it's been nice being back home with my family and being in this marriage, because it's like me and Christian, like that is who I am the most authentic with my husband, and like he's my best friend. And then with my family and where I'm from, it's just really brought me back to just like who I am as a person, which has been cool.
How much is your mom loving having you home right now?
Oh, you know she's loving it. She is loving it. Man, we played
the best ever.
Yes, she literally brought. So I like love to play any kind of game ever, and I think we played every game like every day. Like we brought the ping pong table in the house, so that's happened, and we've been very competitive. A lot of Uno. I mean, it's been so fun.
That is awesome. That is awesome. All right, guys, I know you're loving that conversation that I had with Sadie, but we're going to take a small break for a segment that we call Cooking with the Iveys. And in this segment, Aaron Ivey, my husband, is making a recipe that we get a lot of requests for, and it is our own special version of Haiti rice and beans. Well, it's not really our recipe. A Haitian woman that we knew several years ago gave us the recipe. So sit back, relax, get your pen and paper out. Here is our version of Haiti rice and beans. Okay, we have another cooking extravaganza meal that we have for you. One of my favorite things that my husband Aaron makes is Haiti rice and beans. And we call it Haiti rice and beans for a specific reason. I'll let him explain it to you later. But we love this meal in our house. Our kids love it. And we've been cooking it for the last 10 years, and Aaron's gonna show you how.
Is it rolling?
It's been rolling.
Okay. What's up, y'all? I'm gonna show you how to make Haitian rice and beans. This is Story, this is Amos. They're both from
Haiti.
One of our favorite things to eat in Haiti is
Haiti rice and beans.
Haiti rice and beans. They're called Haitian rice and beans, but we call them Haiti rice and beans. They're the best, and they smell amazing when they're cooking, and there's this crusty stuff on the bottom that everybody fights over. It gets kind of burned on the bottom of the pan. It's amazing. Here's what you need. You need a strainer, you need a bowl, you need 3 cups of washed white rice, you need a can of coconut milk, a bunch of parsley, tied up, right? So I just got some string and tied it up because it's gonna go in the pot to make it taste awesome. 2 green onions, and you wanna chop the bottom like 4 inches, put that in one thing, and then the tops in another thing, you'll use that for later. 3 chicken bouillon cubes. I don't know why this is a big thing in Haiti, but chicken bouillon cubes. 5 garlic cloves, and about 1 cup of wasabi almonds. This is just for the chefs to eat.
While you're cooking?
Wasabi.
And then you need a mortar and a pestle.
Do you have to have that?
You don't have to have this. You could just put it on the cutting board and smash it. All right, and then over here, you need like about 1.5 cups of kidney beans. Any beans. They just use whatever kind of beans are on hand. And I filled up my pot with water. It's been boiling for about 45 minutes. So every time we make it, it kind of brings up memories of Haiti and us eating that every single time we were there, and it was so yummy. So this recipe actually comes from Jerome in Haiti. And she doesn't measure anything at all. She just throws stuff in the pot, even the rice. And so as she was throwing stuff in the pot, they would take it back out of the pot, measure it, write it down, and wrote the whole recipe down. All right, so garlic and green onions go in the mortar, and now you're gonna pestle it. Basically, just gonna smash it until it kind of makes like a paste. And this is how they do it in Haiti too.
Story, you could like get your anger out, huh?
Yeah.
Like
So mad at you, Dad.
so mad.
Why are you mad at me? I'm making you
Just give
Haitian
me
rice and beans. Okay. Let me show you one little trick. You can just keep it in there and then just like spin it around like that. All right, the beans have been boiling for about 45 minutes. Yeah, all the coconut milk first.
Oh yeah.
Oh. And then drop this in it. The whole thing. And then stir it all around.
Is it like a bunch of parsley?
It's literally a bunch. Not like a bunch of, but it's a measurement, right? A bunch. So it's just what you buy at the store. I just washed it and tied a string around it. Yum. And then you're gonna boil it until the beans are tender.
With the lid or no?
No lid. Hey, good
No
question.
lid.
No lid. Okay, that's what it should look like. Great job.
Wow.
It's just like a weird paste. Okay, the beans are now tender. It's been about 20 minutes that they've been with the
Face is
coconut
tender.
milk and the. Did you say my face is tender?
Yeah.
Y'all, this feels terrible.
How would you know?
Okay, now we strain it.
Oh my
Carefully separating the beans and the parsley from the water and the coconut milk. The pot is empty, but you just leave all that junk in there.
Don't clean it.
Don't clean it. You want to pour this into a measuring device, apparatus, measuring cup, it's called. One ingredient I forgot to mention at the beginning. 1/3 cup of oil.
Oh
This is
no,
olive oil.
it's ruined
Oh,
now.
I'm sorry. All right, put it on like medium high. So in Haiti, they use 1/2 cup of oil. I just don't have the heart to do it. And then Story's mortar and pestilized garlic and green onion. Put it in there, and your kitchen is gonna smell
Amazing.
See that? So it should be kind of browning like that. And then turn your fire off. My fire's off now. Add the beans and
Oh, it smells so good.
back to it.
Oh, it smells so good.
You just put your dishes in the sink and somebody will clean it up. I don't know who does that, but I always just put them in there The next day they're all clean. Isn't that weird? Salt, a couple pinches, like good pinches, like big, generous, you know, we like salt kind of vibe, generous, yeah. Turn your fire back on to medium.
This
Alright.
sounds amazing.
And then you need 7.5 cups of liquid. Now we're gonna put this back in here. That's 4 cups, but we need 7.5. So now I'm just gonna fill this up with some water. That's 7.5 cups of liquid. Okay, stir it around. Then the 3 bouillon cubes go in.
What's a bouillon cube?
It's like chicken stock concentrate. Bouillon cubes have gone in. Stir it once. Turn it to high.
Is it important that you just stir it once?
Put the lid on. Make sure it's a good fit.
Finally.
And then wait till it boils. So your question might be, how do you know if it's boiling if the lid's on it?
That was my question.
You have to use your ear. So every once in a while, you're just gonna come and be like, no, it's not boiling. No, is it boiling? No, no. It's time. It's boiling. Take the lid off. Look at that boiling.
You were right. You
I know,
heard
I heard
it.
Only stir it once.
Why once?
I don't know, that's just what Jerome told me.
No.
Then, slowly add your rice. Now, let it come back to a boil. This is a complex recipe, isn't it?
But it tastes
But they do this
so
every
good.
day in Haiti. It's boiling now. So then with some tongs, I'm gonna take out your parsley bunch. This part is super tedious. And this is just the way they do it. You know, it's got all that oil in it, so you wanna like basically burn the bottom of the rice. That's where the good stuff is. So we're just gonna keep boiling this until the water evaporates. So just every couple of minutes, you just kind of come and move it around. All right, it's been about 10 minutes. We're gonna check it. You can see, look, the water's kind of evaporating. The rice is getting bigger. All right, it's been about 5 minutes. You can't walk away from this beast. See now, all the water is kind of dissolving, right, Story? I keep saying dissolving, evaporating. And it's getting kind of fluffy and beautiful and amazing.
Science terms.
So you just keep spinning around a bit until almost all the water's gone and the bottom is already crunchy, like it feels like I'm burning it. But I'm not. I'm Haitianing it. But now that it's looking amazing like that, we're going to put the lid on it. And then we're gonna turn it to low or sim, like it says on our oven, low, for 20 minutes. Don't touch it.
20 minutes.
Story.
Yes.
Have you been back to Haiti since you left?
No.
Do you want to?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
What do you want to do when you go back?
Meet my birth mother.
Tell us about her.
I can't because I don't.
You know a few things. What's,
Oh, her name is Marie.
and you have a picture of her?
Yes, and I have a ton of brothers and sisters.
All right, timer's gone off. Wait, it has been sitting here on simmer or low for 20 minutes. We're gonna take the lid off. That, my friends, is not done.
Wait, what?
It's not done. We're gonna put the lid back on for another 5 minutes or so.
Does this happen often?
We're gonna crank up the heat a little bit too. Oh, you know what? Everything's not perfect all the time. Sometimes you just gotta go with the flow. All right, we're gonna check again. I'll let it go for another 5 minutes or so. That is Haitian rice and beans. Then the very, very last step before you eat it, crank it up to high.
Let
Let it burn.
sizzle on the bottom.
Let it burn on the bottom.
I love that part.
Mm-hmm.
It's so salty, Dad.
That is Haitian rice and beans.
Looks so good.
All right, let's see how it tastes.
Magic.
This is the prize right here.
Who did this?
You gotta scrape it. What's this called again, Story?
Jujabwa.
This, that.
Oh, that is so good.
That's what every person wants on their plate.
Okay, you guys, it finishes up our night of Haitian rice and beans with Aaron Ivey and our whole family. If you want more of the recipe, check out it on my webpage, jamieivey.com. Search up Haiti rice and beans and you'll find it.
Thanks, B&H.
Bye. You know, you mentioned, this whole thing that you were dealing with of I've got to walk into rooms and maybe act or feel older than I actually am. Tell everybody how old you are.
Okay, so I'm 22.
22.
And I feel like sometimes I live like a 40-year-old, but like my inner self is totally 22.
Yeah, which isn't fair for people to expect you to be 40 because you're 22. But I want to encourage you just a little bit if I can. And I'm so glad I get this moment to tell you this. So I saw you at Passion. And that was the first time I had been back to Passion since 1999 when I got saved at Passion. Isn't that crazy?
Awesome.
So my husband, Aaron, and I were there, and you were one of the speakers. And what were there, like 60,000 people there?
Yes, 65,000.
You're like, give me the 5,000, Jamie.
I'm gonna give you the 5,000 plus because that mattered.
Is that the largest crowd you ever spoken to?
Oh, by far. Yes, by far.
By 60,000.
Yeah, by about 60,000. Yeah. That's why
Yeah.
I added 5 because that would have been like the biggest before. So.
Okay, so were you nervous?
Yes. I mean, I'll say this. I wasn't nervous by the time it happened. Like that morning, I was fine. But I was so nervous leading up to it. And last year, I mean, they told me a year in advance. So it was like a year of preparation. And like, and it was the best year ever for learning and knowledge and then getting there and just seeing what God does. But after that, I was like, okay, time to rest. But yeah, I was a little nervous.
I'm done. Okay, here's my encouragement to you. And I have said this about you behind your back a handful of times since Passion. And so I always preface it with, I would tell this to Sadie's face. So I'm going to tell you this, and I want you to be so encouraged by this. It was my first time. And let's name some of the speakers there. Ravi Zacharias, Tim Tebow, Louis Shelley, John Piper,
Chris
Kane. You know where I'm going with this. These people have been doing ministry for as long as you've been alive. Okay.
Yeah.
So I've never heard you speak. And I was like, I'm sure Sadie's going to be great, but she's like 22. Sadie, I want you to know, and this is the best compliment I can give you. You were probably my best leaving that conference where I said, Sadie killed it. Like you did such a great job. And I want to tell you that like an older sister. Like I was so stinking proud of you because I was like, this has to be the scariest thing she's ever done. Maybe, I don't know. It wasn't even that you had such good stage presence, which you do. You brought the word. I mean, I was like, I did not expect it. And that's not a put down. That's just to say these people have been doing ministry for 22 years.
Sure, yeah.
I'm telling you, Sadie, I could almost get teary-eyed. You did such a great job. So I hope you hear that as in like,
so much.
God just moved through you.
That means so much. I felt that. I mean, that's why I can't even say I was nervous that day because I felt God so tangibly in that moment, which was so amazing. And I think like, that year of preparation and even before that, I mean, I was preparing years before that, just whenever I felt called to preach. I was like, well, I need to learn the word. I want to know the word. And so there's this element, and actually Bob Goff gave me this advice. It's like the best advice ever. He's like, always have like 10 years older than yourself in mind and always have 10 years younger than yourself in mind. So I'm 22. Think about my 32-year-old self, but always think about my 12-year-old self. So like, think about that balance. And I think about that even with Passion. It's like, I needed to kind of be older than I was in the knowledge that I had. I needed to study, I needed to prepare, but I also needed to be relatable to everyone in the room because essentially that's why I'm there. And so that year was like, how do I stay in touch with what the age I'm at and the people that are around me and the college and the high school age, but then how do I prepare to speak in a room full of people who have been speaking for longer than I'm alive? So it was definitely a really learning process.
Well, you did a great job. And if we can link that talk here, we'll try to. But I think that if there was someone that those college kids were like, I get what she's saying. I mean, you come at it because you're, just a handful of years older than some of them and same age as some of them. And so it's always an encouragement to see someone who's in your same season of life, although we'll be honest to say your life might look a little bit different than them just because of the path that God's taken you down, but it doesn't take away the same emotions, the same struggles, the same heartbeat, the same thing Sadie's dealing with as all those other college kids are as well.
So true. That was really, really cool to just get to be there. And then right after that, we moved to Auburn the next week. And so I was like, now I am in college. And so now I'm fully in this. And so, yeah, I mean, I go through the same things that everyone my age goes through, I'm sure, except for my life might look a little bit different, but it was cool to get to speak to that and then see how it hit people and reach people and impacted. I mean, that was awesome.
It was good. God used you. Kudos to you. Kudos to God, the Holy Spirit. They did it all.
Yeah.
Okay. So we don't know how long we're going to be doing the quarantine. Like sometimes I think about it and I'm like, I can't even think about it.
You can't go there. Yeah.
You can't go there.
My mom said, think about tomorrow, not next month.
Yes. And I think that this is good. We want to keep everybody safe, all those things. Can I ask you, and I know the answer to me for my life, and I've had to deal with like being sad about a few things that I'm not getting to do right now. What are you sad about that you're not getting to do right now?
Well, this is really timely because, so last year, I committed to being in London this whole summer, working for a church over there. And I mean, we canceled everything for the summer. Now the whole world's canceled, but before then had canceled everything, decided we were going to London. I'm supposed to preach every week for 6 weeks at this church, all the way up to this festival. I mean, we have been preparing for this for like a year. And right before this call, I was on another call with the people from London and we had to cancel the whole thing, of course, because everything's canceled. And so that was disappointing, it's sad. And I kind of knew it was going to happen. So for the past few weeks, I've been praying, and I'll take you through the emotion of the prayer. The first prayer was like, God, why did we feel so strong about this and pray about this and feel such confirmation about this, and it's not going to happen, And then I just felt like such a shift in my prayer even before today. I just felt like, everything we've been praying for London, that there would be an awakening, that there'd be a revival, that people would turn to God. Like that prayer is not off, like that prayer can still happen and God can still do that, but maybe it's not through me, because of course it's not going to be through me. It's going to be through God anyways. Right. And so there's this encouragement of like, yes, like the actual event is canceled, but you can't like cancel the prayer of what you originally were praying. And that was like super helpful for me even before today, getting that news and it wasn't that shocking, but it was disappointing. And I just believe that, we read about this in the Bible. I really believe that whatever the enemy means for evil, like God is going to use it for good and turn it for good. And I just hope we can live to see it and see just the steadfast love. But yeah, that was definitely disappointing. And this morning we were like, oh man.
Yeah, that stinks.
Yeah, that stinks.
Well, I pray and hope that, it's like all of us have the things that we're putting in that category of, man, I'm really disappointed that that's not happening. I mean, people are not having weddings. People are not going on a honeymoon. I mean, the list of disappointments, people are losing their jobs is so long. And so I hope that we can, even if we never see, that we can still feel peace about, we have no idea why. And who knows what God's going to do between, you and London and that church, and who knows?
I know. I was like, well, 2021, hopefully.
Here we go. Everyone's like,
next summer.
Awesome. Yeah, next summer. Sadie, thanks so much for spending a few minutes with me. It's good just to hear how you're doing, and newlywed life in the midst of a global pandemic is one that you will always remember, that you will tell your children about. There was that 1 year.
Yeah, we will always remember this for sure. It's kind of funny. His parents, when we originally went to them, and we're like, we want to get married in November. And that was kind of soon, when we came to them. And they were like, what? And we had this like 3-hour conversation. They really wanted us to wait until May of this year. And his mom said to me the other day, I'm really glad you got married in November. I was like, thank you.
Thank you. Who knows? I mean, that's the kindness of God in your life that you can acknowledge and be like, I'm so glad that we got married in November.
I can acknowledge that. Yes, for sure. And in my heart, to every bride that is having to cancel their wedding, the disappointment. We actually started a community group on my site for brides to come on and be together, and we've been pouring encouragement and giving them discounts left and right for things. And so we're trying to get back in the ways that we can, because I can't imagine facing that disappointment in particular. But yeah, crazy.
Yeah. Sadie Robertson Huff. I need to add your name, your real last name to your name. You're a new one. Thank you so much for joining me. Tell your mom I said hi, and y'all have a good rest of your day. Quarantine, playing some ping pong and Uno.
Thank you so much. Bye, Jamie.
Bye. All right, guys, that is the end of my conversation with Sadie Robertson Huff, the Ivey Family Quarantine Olympics, and Aaron Ivey making Haiti rice and beans that was given to him from a beautiful Haitian woman that we met years ago. I hope you enjoyed it. With all of these episodes, this is our last one that we're gonna do. I hope you loved them all. My hope for you in all of them is that you were encouraged by my conversations and that you enjoyed time with our family, that we made you smile. And I hope that in the midst of this crazy season that we're all living right now, the global pandemic, that you're able to have fun with your family, that you're able to find some of the goodness that is happening right now, even in the midst of hard times. Bye guys, thank you.